Hi guys, it's Sheri and welcome to the Eyes Have It. Today I have my May Nature Box unboxing. This is an unusual box because in the previous 2 months I picked out what I want. Maybe they sent me one surprise thing, but pretty much I was getting everything I wanted. Well, apparently what happened with it this month is that they instituted this new pantry system. And so you have to put snacks in your pantry in order for them to be available to go into your box. So since I didn't have any in my pantry because I didn't know I was supposed to have any in my pantry, they sent me all new stuff. So I called because I was confused about how it looked in shipping. It looked like I had 5 completely new things. So I called and said, "What's up?" She explained it to me. And then I was telling her, you know, the Kettle Corn and the Dark Cocoa Almonds are my 2 favorites, and I really wanted to get those. So she was nice enough to send those out separate from the box because the box had already processed. So I have 7 snacks instead of 5. Okay, so most of these are going to be new to me. The first one is cherry vanilla granola. I actually avoid picking any of the granolas because I just feel like, you know, they're so sugary and, you know, it's not something that is satisfying to me in small amounts, and that's what I'm looking for. So there's all different kinds of granolas, by the way, on the Nature Box website. So this particular one is the cherry vanilla. It is tasty, and it has 240 calories for a 3/4 cup serving. That is the larger size serving than most of the snacks I've had because the size of the granola is larger, I'm imagining. Total fat is 7 grams. Only a half a gram of that is sat fat. There are 60 milligrams of sodium, which is very good. 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein, but 15 grams of sugar. I will say I don't find this. I've had some granolas in the past, not Nature Box, but I've had some granolas in the past that were like overboard sugary, and I will say that these aren't. They come in a, you know, sort of a variety of sizes, but this is kind of average. I would not say that the cherry flavor is really primary in here, but you do get some sort of mild fruit flavor. Could be strawberry, could be cherry, could be other things. And it is sweet, but it's not like hit you over the head sweet. And next is Tart and Tangy Fruit Medley. It is dried cranberries and apple bits. Some dried cranberries and some little chunks of apple. So when you eat it together, as we know, cranberries are more on the tart side, but dried cranberries are usually sweeter than fresh cranberries. But when you eat it all together, you definitely get a tartness. And I'm not the biggest fan of that, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of tartness in general. I'm not a big fan of those like tart sour candies and all that. This is actually pretty good. I mean, I love dried cranberries as it is to go in salads and stuff. So this is not bad. And this is 140 calories for half a cup. No fat, no sat fat. 15 milligrams of sodium, which is awesome. 2 grams of fiber, no protein, and 26 grams of sugar. But here again, that's fruit, that's dried fruit. And basically the ingredients are cranberries and apple. It does have a little sugar and sunflower oil. And that's one of the things I love about Nature Box. Not a lot of the crap. So I will say this one is one I would maybe put in my pantry for future as a add-on when they're out of something. That's kind of the purpose of the pantry, the way the Nature Box employee explained it to me, is that, you know, if you have your list and that's all you have, your 5 things that you want, and they go to fulfill your box for that month and they're out of something, then they don't know what to to fill that space, that empty space with. So if you put a bunch of stuff, it's like Netflix queue is the way I looked at it. If you put a bunch of stuff on your queue, then when you send back movies, Netflix knows exactly what you want sent out. And by the same token, they'll know if you put stuff in your pantry that if they're out of something, they can replace it with something that you're going to like. Okay, Bruschetta Pretzel Pops. Tomato and rosemary pretzels. Now, I love bruschetta, and I love pretzels. So I thought this would be a clear, easy winner for me. Au contraire. Somehow they've managed to make tomato and rosemary pretzels sweet. And I've only eaten one so far, so I'm going to eat another one for the cause. But I was not happy when I had the first one the other day when it first arrived. That one was not bad. That was more bruschetta tasting. They seem to have put some sort of sugar crystals on the outside of the pretzel ball or something, but I don't like that. But the basic taste of the bruschetta pretzel, right on. This is 110 calories for a third cup, 1 gram fat, no sat fat, 200 milligrams of sodium. Doesn't taste that salty, but it is. Less than a gram of dietary fiber, 2 grams of protein, and 9 grams of sugar. So while 9 grams of sugar sounds good, this is supposed to be a savory snack. At least that's what I thought it was. So I wouldn't expect to see 9 grams of sugar in something that's not supposed to be sweet. Just me. Okay. I haven't even opened the Masa Crisps because I already have a bag left from last time. And then we're down to the 2 that she sent me on the side, which was very nice of them, by the way. That is the Dark Cocoa Almonds, which you saw last month. That was the the second time I was getting those. And they are delicious. I like them even more now than when I first got them. So they're little chocolate-coated almonds. They have a really nice, rich, but not super sweet dark chocolate flavor, and I really like that. So they're 160 calories for a quarter cup, 12 grams of fat because they're almonds. All nuts have fat, and it's usually good fat. 3.5 grams of sat fat, no sodium, 2 grams of fiber, 4 grams protein, and 11 grams of sugars. And you would not know it because, you know, they don't have a sugary taste at all. They have a nice, deep, dark chocolatey taste, which I happen to love. And then, of course, the thing that is my obsession, the roasted corn kernels, kettle cornels. This is roasted corn kernels that have been sort of kettle roasted so that they have a sweet and a salty taste to them. If you haven't seen my previous videos on Nature Box, I've gotten this, I think both of my last 2 bags. I absolutely love it. It is a nutritionist approved snack. Yeah, right there. Nutritionist approved because it has low fat, low salt, and low sugar. It is a third cup serving size, 120 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, no sat fat, 65 milligrams of sodium, which is very low, 2 grams of dietary fiber, 2 grams of protein, and 3 grams of sugars. Awesome. I mean, they are delicious and they're super crunchy. And they have that sweet salt balance like a Kettle Corn does. So there are my May snacks. Oh, I'm sorry. That's only 6, isn't it? I'll tell you what. I did something for the first time in 3 months of receiving Nature Box. I'm normally very good about measuring out my snacks, and most of these snacks are not triggers for me when it comes to my food addiction, my sugar addiction. But I received a new bag, and I think it might even be new to Nature Box. I'm pretty sure it is. And it was so incredibly good that the bag just went poof. And I think it only had maybe 2 servings in it. And they went down. I think I made it last 2 or 3 servings. But it was, I think it's called coffee caramel popcorn. It's like caramel popcorn, or it's like the chocolate caramel popcorn, but instead of the chocolate, there's coffee in it. So some of the popcorn does not have any coating on it, and some of it has this caramely coffee coating on it. And I wasn't sure I'd like it. I do enjoy coffee, but I'm not like a daily coffee drinker, and I don't like really strong coffee. But I really, really liked it, and I mean, it triggered me. And so, like I said, in 3 months, it's the first of any of these snacks that has triggered me. It made me go, wow, I mean, I have to have more of that right now. So that may not be the best idea for me to put on my list for next time, but it was awfully delicious. So if that's the kind of thing you think you would like, I do highly recommend it. Alright, that's NatureBox, and if you haven't seen my first video, which I guess would have been my March NatureBox unboxing, go back to that one and look for the 50% off code that I've got in the description box under that video. That will get you 50% off the first box only, not your whole subscription, just the first box. But it's still nice because you get 50% off, and that way, if you find that it's not for you, you're not out all that much for that first box. Alright, that is all. Have a good one. Bye.